Hey, it's Virginia. Been a medical writer and content creator since 2020, and I've been a registered pharmacist since 2014. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to market your skills as a medical writer. So when you want to become a medical writer, one of the most difficult things to do is actually find clients. And so how do you get the word out there that you are looking for work and you have a certain skill set that you are willing to share with a potential client to help them with a job that they are trying to get done? So essentially, how do you sell yourself and sell your skills? And you need to market yourself. So what that means is putting out little adverts that show that you have the skills that people want, and you also make them want to work with you. So the first thing I would do is definitely create some writing samples. Now, people ask me all the time, what should I write about? Do you have any examples of writing samples? Now, the problem is that if you look at writing samples before you write anything, then it's very tempting to copy, and I would avoid doing that. So I recommend that you have a read of things that already exist out there, and then you try to think of a style that you like. So for example, if you like writing newspaper articles or you like writing blogs, then have a look at some blogs that you enjoy reading that are maybe not medical, and then try to think of a medical or health topic that you can write about, and then write it in that style. Then once you've got a collection of samples, you can put them into a digital portfolio that is always online so that people from different time zones can access your portfolio. So, for example, I've had people from Australia reach out to me, and I live in Germany. And so imagine if the only time that they could contact me was when I was awake. So even when I'm asleep, they can have a look at my portfolio, and then in the morning, maybe I'll have an email from them and then I can talk to them. So I recommend that you choose a website like Journo Portfolio, which is free and you can put up to 10 articles on there. But your articles need to be online if you want to link to them. So where can you put them? You can either create your own website. I created my own website on WordPress, and then I bought my own domain. So my website is www.virginiashashati.com. And it's a really good idea to have a website because you can start to update that regularly, and it's something that you own as well. So you build authority the more you publish something. And if it's in the same location, that helps to build your credibility as well. So for example, if you have a completely brand new website, and then in a year's time, you've been publishing maybe one article a month, then it means that you are actively writing and you are practicing your skills as a writer. If you have a LinkedIn profile and you publish articles on that, then again, you want to try and do that regularly, but you don't need to force yourself to pump out loads of content. You need to make sure that what you are creating is really high quality, it's credible, it's evidence-based, and also you are going to be putting in the research, you're going to be putting in referencing, and then you also want to think about the style of writing that you are creating. Could you do that for someone else? Because it's kind of like when people are in a gallery and they're looking at all the different types of art, and they're probably going to like a specific type of art, and they might ask the artist to draw something in that style for them. So you want to go for that kind of thing with your writing, and having samples helps you to do that. So the next thing you want to do is you're writing regularly, you're posting maybe monthly, a good quality article. Then you want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is active. So one of the top two things that people ask for in a job application for medical writers now is your portfolio. So do you actually have some writing samples that people can look at? Even if you just wrote them yourself and they weren't published anywhere apart from your own website or maybe your own LinkedIn account, you don't need to write for someone to prove that you're a writer, but you need to be able to write and write to a good quality. Like I said, make sure it's credible, make sure you are referencing, and so on. And the second thing is your LinkedIn profile. So if your LinkedIn profile is inactive or you haven't filled out all of the sections, you don't have a good professional photograph of yourself, and your header is a bit confusing, so this is the line that you write underneath your name on LinkedIn, then it's less likely that people are going to try and reach out to you and engage with your content. Ultimately, you want people to follow you, and then you can post regularly. So maybe once per week or once every 2 weeks. Again, medical writing is quite slow. And when you get a client, you're probably going to be working with them for maybe a few months and hopefully a few years. So try to post things on LinkedIn which matter to you. So maybe you could talk about your process of writing. Maybe you could talk about an event, or maybe a book that you read, or maybe an article that you read, or maybe a person that you know that you learned something from, and write about what you learned. And people can learn about you through how you talk about yourself. And this goes a long way in marketing because it shows your personality and it makes people want to work with you. And then the very last thing I would recommend when you're marketing yourself as a medical writer is reaching out to people actively to try and form relationships with them. So you can either reach out to recruiters, and you can find recruiters through job boards. So have a look at what jobs are available, see who's advertising them. Now, not every job will have a named person that you can reach out to, but when you find a job that has a named person, then definitely reach out to that person and say, hey, I saw you post about this job. I'm not interested in that job, or maybe you are, but you could say, this is the kind of thing that I do. Please let me know if there's something relevant that pops up in future. And you can give them your portfolio and your LinkedIn profile link. And it's got two things that they can easily access. They don't need to download anything, and they can learn about you and what you're like and the type of writing that you do. So I recommend that you do that. And also you can speak to other medical writers. So sometimes I get emails which say, hey, I'm looking for opportunities that will match my ability, but you don't actually include your portfolio or even your LinkedIn profile. So I have nothing to judge your abilities. And also, I don't know what your writing style is like or what kind of opportunities you're working for. So if I have to put in work to find out about you, then I'm probably less likely to work with you. I want someone who's prepared, they're ready, and they are proud of their work. They've got something to show for it. So they've got writing samples, they're active on LinkedIn, they've got a good relationship with the community. And so I can see, okay, people trust this person is serious about work, and I want to make sure that you're reliable as well. So those would be my top tips for marketing yourself as a medical writer. If you have any top tips you'd like to share, then put them in the comment section down below. Other than that, I wish you good luck with finding opportunities as a medical writer. And if you want to learn how to create a medical writing portfolio, I do have a video on that. And I've also got some top tips about what to post on LinkedIn in another video as well. And if you are a bit more serious about getting into medical writing and you want me to review your portfolio or to review your LinkedIn posts, then I do have a course on how to create a medical writing portfolio where I do review your portfolio samples of writing. And then also, if you do want to create a LinkedIn profile, then I can instruct you on how to do that. But then also I will review your LinkedIn profile and I'll give you recommendations on how to improve it. So you can check out those two courses linked down below in the description as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.